The last dribble tutorial you're gonna need in NBA 2K23. Today I'm gonna be teaching you basically all the moves I know, all the comp guards, stage moves, just basically everything that you need to know when it comes to combos to get open, dribble moves, really everything in the game. This is gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna be covering a lot of important stuff. Make sure you do drop a like, sub, turn on post notifications. It's very much appreciated. I'm going to pop the dribble moves up for my small, tall, and extra tall guard. The way this video is going to work, I still do not have an Elgato, so I can't do a live hand cam anymore. So basically what I'm going to do is for all the new dribble moves that I know that I haven't taught y'all, we're going to start off with those, and I'm going to teach you them the way I've been teaching you moves recently with the controller, arrows, and the clock. And basically I'm just gonna do that and explain the new moves like that, and then the old moves that I already taught you, I just saved those videos that I taught you those moves in, and I'm basically just gonna show you the old clips of me teaching you the moves, because they're basically, you know, the one thing I hate the most about dribble tutorials is teaching the same moves over and over and over again. It just gets boring explaining the same thing over and over again. So I just saved some old clips, and I'm going to teach you how to do all the other moves with those clips. So we're going to start off with the new stuff, then we're going to get into just everything that you need to know and all the combos that you can use to get open. Like I said, make sure you drop that like, and let's get straight into it. This move I'm about to teach y'all is the new freeze glitch. I am going to teach you the other freeze glitch in this video too, but this is basically the new one, the Steezo freeze glitch, you know, the one that basically everybody's been doing on current and on next gen. So to do this one, all you're going to want to do is hold L2, hold your left stick straight down so you'll get this animation, and then just spam left on your D-pad. So on your D-pad, just keep spamming left, and then you'll get this animation right there. So that's all you got to do to get the, excuse me, but that's all you got to do to get the freeze glitch spin animation. So now I'm going to teach y'all the Sosa slide. It's a new move that I learned how to do that I never really found it effective at first, but now that, like, I don't know, I watched some stage gameplay, I tried it on my small guard, and now I could say, you know, that it's overpowered in the stage. So I'm going to teach y'all how to do it. As y'all can see, it's kind of like a little speed boost, kind of like run. You see that? And you could basically just like use it to combo, and you could use it like really any way you want to. You could chain it up, you could Steve Francis out of it if you're on a small guard. There's a lot of different ways that you could use it. People use it to misdirect, they use it to get fades, they use it for really everything. So to do this move, what you're going to want to do is basically tap your left stick down, so just straight down with the left stick like that. You'll get a little animation like that, and as soon as your player like walks, like as soon as you tap L2, as soon as you tap the left stick down, like as soon as you do it, you're gonna wait like half a second. So flick your left stick straight down, wait half a second, and then hold R2, and you'll get that little runaway animation. It's really all about timing, so just practice flicking the left stick down and then like holding R2 at different timings, and eventually you'll get the timing down, and you'll end up being able to do it, you know what I'm saying, consistently. I'm still getting it down myself, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, I'll be a little master with it. So that's all you got to do to do the little speed slide right there, the Sosa slide, whatever people want to call it. You just flick your left stick straight down and then hold R2 shortly after. It's all about timing. You get the timing down, you'll be able to do it way more consistently. It's just, you know what I'm saying, all about timing. Now I'm going to teach y'all the left stick crab. This is what the left stick crab looks like. Hold on, that's not the right animation. But you're going to need James Harden moving crossover. You see that animation right there? That's basically what I'm going to teach y'all. It's like a little Asta slide. A lot of people use it in the Pro-Am and in the comp scene because it doesn't get ripped as much as like a Asta slide would get ripped. So I'm going to teach y'all how to do it. You're just going to basically run up the court with James Harden moving crossover, let go of everything, and then hold your left stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball is in. Ball is in your right hand. You're going to basically just hold it down to the left to about 7 o'clock. If the ball is in your left hand, it's the opposite, like 5 o'clock, between like 4 and 5, then between 7 and 8. Once you do that, you'll get a little animation like that. It's just a little L2 slide. My fault, y'all. I keep burping because I had pop, bro. That's why I don't be drinking pop, but excuse me. That's how you do the little L2 slide. It's really cheesy and it really works good in comp pro-am and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how you do that. It's overpowered. It might not look crazy in the my court. That's just because it's a little simple move. I'm about to teach y'all the left stick spam, which is this right here. This is basically like a crab spam that you can add into your combos. And low key, like, it just gets you a lot of crabs, bro. Like, it crabs people so easy. It's unbelievable. You start off, you come down the court, do this crab spam, do a couple combos, do an actual crab move. I'm telling you, like, it's real nice to chain into the crab combos to get crabs. So to do this, all you're gonna do is move your left stick from bottom left to bottom right. So bottom left, bottom right, bottom left, bottom right, bottom left, bottom right. It's just literally moving my stick back and forth from the bottom left to the bottom right, from like between 7 and 8 to 4 and 5, like I just was showing y'all. So it's kind of like, the crab spam I taught you, but going back and forth with it, back and forth, left, right with it. So that's the last move. Now I'm going to get into teaching you the stuff I've already taught y'all, which is just, all the simple combos, the momentums, the misdirections, and the glitchy moves, and the 360 spins and stuff like that. Alright, so the first move that I'm about to teach y'all is like a move everybody knows how to do when it comes to this game. Poppers, guards, everything. You could do this on tall guards, small guards, it don't matter. This is the walk back. So to do this, I really like to speed boost in any direction. So to speed boost, you're just going to flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in. Ball's in your left hand, you're flicking it up to 1 o'clock. Ball's in your right hand, you're flicking it up to 11 o'clock. After that, you just take off holding R2, and that's a speed boost. So after you speed boost, run towards the paint, obviously. Once you run towards the paint, you're going to want to let go of everything and hold your left stick diagonally down to the same side the ball is in. So if the ball is in your left hand, down to 7 o'clock. Ball is in your right hand, down to 5 o'clock. Once you do that, boom, you'll get the walk back animation, and boom, you basically did the walk back. So the next thing that I'm going to teach y'all is the momentum. This is what the momentum looks like. Hold up. That move that I'm using to piece these, that's the momentum, that right there. So to do that, what you're going to want to do is flick your right stick straight up, so 12 o'clock. After you flick it to 12 o'clock, your left stick is going to go diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in. Ball's in your left hand, your left stick's going up to 1 o'clock. Ball's in your right hand, your left stick's going up to 11 o'clock. So right stick straight up, left stick diagonally up, and then from there you'll get the momentum animation. So that's how you momentum. Now next thing that I'm about to teach y'all is a Trae Young crab, which looks like that. I ain't gonna lie, hold up. That's what the crab move looks like. Now I use Trae Young size up escape package on a regular, so the crab move is a lot better. But this is Kevin Durant size up escape, so it does look a little bit different. I was using Kevin Durant so I could do a video on that step back and teach you how to spam that step back like I just did. So I took off Trae Young. But to do the crab move, all you're going to want to do is hold R2 and flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in. If the ball's in your left hand, up to the right. Ball's in your right hand, up to the left. If you got Trae Young size up escape package, you'll get a way better crab, but that crab is still, pretty nice that you could combo with and you could get crabs on. So the next thing that I'm about to teach you guys is the misdirection behind the back and the forward misdirection, so then y'all know both misdirections. So the misdirection behind the back, you're going to hold R2, flick your right stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball is in. So if the ball is in your left hand, down to 5 o'clock. If the ball is in your right hand, down to 7 o'clock. After that, you're going to want to flick your left stick to the same side the ball is in. So if the ball is in your right hand, straight to the right. Ball is in your left hand, straight to the left. After you do those three things, flicking the right stick diagonally down, holding R2 and flicking the left stick, you'll get that misdirection behind the back animation. And if you want to get the forward one, hold on. If you want to get the forward one instead of flicking your right stick down to the left or down to the right, you would flick it up to the left or up to the right. So up to 11 or up to 1 instead of doing it down to 7 or down to 5. So boom, now y'all got the misdirections down. Those are pretty quick and easy. The next thing that I'm about to teach y'all is the tween. This is the tween. Hold on. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm trash. That's the tween right there. I like to use it to piece into combos like that. It looks pretty clean when you do it like that, to be honest, in my opinion. So to do the tween, you're going to want to flick your right stick straight up. So just like you did with the momentum. And then your left stick is going to go straight to the opposite side the ball's in. So straight up with the right stick. And then the left stick, if the ball's in your left hand, is going to go straight to the right. If the ball's in your right hand, it's going to go straight to the left. After you do that, boom, you'll get that, you know what I mean, that animation, so you could do the tween crossover. I'm messing it up on the other side right now. As y'all can see, I got it there. But it's pretty easy. It's nice when you combo it together and, you know, you actually piece it together with other stuff, because then you can make the combos look real nice. So next thing that I'm about to teach you guys is the snatch move. To do the snatch move, you're going to hold R2, flick your right stick straight up, and then your left stick is going to go like a tiny bit down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your left hand, a little bit down to the right. Ball's in your right hand, just a tiny bit down to the left. And once you do those three things, boom, you'll get the snatch back animation. I didn't get it right there, but there you go. So that's how you do the snatch back. Let me see what move I'm about to teach y'all next. So next, I'm about to teach you guys the hezzy hop. This is what the hezzy hop looks like. Hold up. That's what the hezzy hop looks like. And real quick, let me tell you which moves you could do on tall guards and which ones are small guard exclusive. So the walk back and the momentum, you could do those both on any build. Same with the Trae Young crab. Now you can't get Trae Young on any build, but you could do that crab move on any build. The misdirection you could do on any build. The tween you could do on any build. And the snatch that I just taught you, you could do on any build. So far, all the moves I've taught y'all, y'all can do on any build. Now the hezzy hop, to do that, what you're going to want to do is flick your right stick straight to the same side the ball's in. Ball's in your right hand, straight to the right, which would be 3 o'clock. Ball's in your left hand, straight to the left, which would be 9 o'clock. After you do that, you're going to flick your left stick a tiny bit down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're going to move it not straight to the left, but a little bit down to the left like you see right now. And then if the ball is in your left hand, you're going to move it a little bit down to the right like you're seeing on the screen right now. Once you do those, boom, you'll get the hezzy hop. And yeah, there you go. Now y'all boys got the hezzy hop down. So the next thing that I'm about to teach you guys is the Steve Francis crossover, which is this right here. I basically already taught y'all this earlier. So all you're going to want to do is hold R2. Well, no, you don't have to hold R2 actually. Don't hold R2. And then all you're basically going to want to do, no R2, like I said, my fault for saying R2. Flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball is in. Ball is in your right hand up to 11. Ball is in your left hand up to 1. You'll get that animation. Hold R2 and run out of it. There you go. Now y'all got the Steve Francis crossover down. There's a way you could do it to where if you do the Steve Francis and you only take off a little bit like that, you can like not waste no adrenaline, and it's basically like an unlimited adrenaline glitch if you don't, you know what I'm saying, run too far away with it. So lab up the Steve Francis, get that down, because you can use that to, you know, get unlimited adrenaline, and it's low-key crazy. So next thing that I'm about to teach y'all is the Steve Francis slide. It's basically the off-brand Curry slide. To do that, all you're going to want to do is flick your right stick diagonally down to the opposite way the ball's in. Ball's in your right hand down to 7 o'clock. Ball in your left hand down to 5 o'clock. And then you got the, you know what I'm saying, the Steve Francis slide. Now, next thing that I'm about to teach y'all is the fake peek, which is that move right there. That catches people all the time and sets you up for basically wide open fades and wide open shots when it comes to stage, park, anything. So to do this move, all you're going to want to do is run to one side of the court, tap L2, and keep running. Tap L2, let go of everything, keep running. It's super easy. So that's how you do the fake peek move. Now the next thing that I'm about to teach you guys is the behind the back into the spin back like that. So to do that, what you're going to want to do is run up the court. And to get the behind the back animation, you're going to want to flick your right stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your left hand, that means it's going 5 o'clock. Ball's in your right hand, 7 o'clock. After that, you'll get the little, behind the back animation. After the behind the back animation, you're basically going to want to rotate your right stick from like 12 to 5 o'clock, right? That's if the ball is in your right hand, 12 to 5 o'clock. If the ball is in your left hand, you're going to want to do it from 12 to 8 o'clock or 12 to 7 o'clock, right? And you're going to want to hold when you do the spin, you're going to want to move your left stick down like you see mine, so then you could come back to the top of the key. So you're going to do the behind the back, do the spin, and then if you tap L2 at the end, you'll get this animation right there. So that's how you do the basic spin and everything like that. Now, the next move that I'm about to teach you guys is the half spin. This is what the half spin looks like. It's just a regular old half spin. I messed that one up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all boys. I ain't gonna lie, right now I'm selling the bag, so I'm not even gonna, you know what I mean? Let me teach y'all how to do it. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is run backwards, whether it's off of a spin back or you're just like running backwards in general. You're just gonna want to run backwards, right? So do the spin back, do whatever moves easy for you to run backwards, and you're gonna want to run backwards. And if the ball is in your left hand coming back like it just was for me, that's the left hand. If your ball's in the left hand when you're coming back, basically what you're gonna want to do is move your right stick from 10 to 2 o'clock. 10 to 2 o'clock, right? That's all you got to do when you're moving backwards, and you'll get that animation right there. And then you move it from 2 to 10 o'clock instead of 10 to 2 if you're moving the opposite way like this. Hold on, my fault. I messed that one up. If you do a spin and you're coming like that, that's when you're going to want to do 2 to 10 o'clock. I low-key messed up. I'm not good at doing it to the other side. And I don't know why my dribble moves are tweaking out right now. But yeah, that's basically how you do the half spin. You just move it from either 10 to 2 or 2 to 10 depending on which way you're running backwards. Now the next thing that I'm about to teach you boys is the nutmeg. The nutmeg's super easy to me. I like the nutmeg. To do that, all you're going to want to do is first flick your right stick to the same side the ball's in. Ball's in your left hand, 9 o'clock straight to the left. Ball's in your right hand, 3 o'clock straight to the right. After you do that, you're going to want to do basically the behind the back. So let's say the ball's in your left hand. The first thing you're going to want to do is flick your right stick straight to the left. After that, you're going to want to flick it down like 5 o'clock. And then you're going to wait a second and flick it up to 12 o'clock. So you're doing 9, 5, 12. All right. 9, 5, 12. Bang. It's all about the timing, and once y'all get it down, y'all will be good. So if you're doing it from the other side, it's 3, 7, 12. I messed up that one, but 3, 7, 12, 9, 5, 12. That's basically how you do the nutmeg. It's super easy. Now the next move that I'm about to teach you guys is the Asta slide. This is the Asta slide right here. You can use that for crabs. You can use it for this teleport move I'm about to teach y'all, which looks like that. You can use it for a lot of different things. So all you're going to want to do is run up the court and flick straight down on the right stick. So straight down, basically 6 o'clock, and you'll get that animation right there. That's basically the Asta slide. It works really good for crabs, to get in front of people, to do a bunch of different stuff. It works really nice. So the teleport move, to do that, all you're going to want to do is basically hold R2 and then hold your right stick. You're just going to want to hold the right stick until you get the animation. Once you get the animation, you let go of the right stick. But you're going to hold R2 and then hold your right stick diagonally down to the same side the ball is in. Ball is in your right hand down to 5 o'clock. Ball is in your left hand down to 7 o'clock. And then you'll get the little teleport move, and you can piece that in with the Asta slider. Just use it. Without it, it don't really matter. Now, next thing I'm going to teach y'all is the Russell Westbrook moving cross. You hold R2, flick your right stick straight up, and you'll get that animation right there. So that's how you do the Russell Westbrook moving cross. Next thing I'm gonna teach you guys is the sham guard. I think that's called the sham guard. I think it has a different name. That's like the more correct name, but I can't even honestly think of it right now. So I'm gonna just let it be the way it is. To do this one, you're gonna want to flick your right stick diagonally down to the same side the ball's in, and then diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're gonna do it down to 5 and then up to 11. If the ball is in your left hand, you're going to want to do it down to 7 and up to 1. So after you do that, you'll get this animation right there. You could piece that into the spin back, the nutmeg. You could piece it into really anything, bro. So you could do that with whatever you want. And you know what I'm saying? You could go crazy with them. So that's the sham guard. The next thing I'm going to teach you guys is the explosive behind the back, which is like this. This gets a lot of people to jump for some reason. To do this, you're going to hold R2, flick your right stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball's in. Ball's in your right hand, down to 7 o'clock. Ball's in your left hand, down to 5 o'clock. After you hold R2 and flick your stick like that, you're going to want to take off with your left stick and just run. Just take off and run, man. That's all you got to do. So that's how you do the explosive behind the back. Now I'm going to teach you the L2 walk back. To do this, all you're going to want to do is walk backwards. Like literally just hold your left stick down and then tap L2. Once you do that, you'll get a series of different walk backs that I think are pretty fire, especially if you chain them like this. Like if you learn how to chain them for real and you know, get labbed with it, then it's actually super fire. So that's going to wrap it up for all the small guard combos. Most of these can be done on tall guards. I'm going to tell you guys real quick which ones can be done on tall guards so then you guys know. The L2 walk back, explosive behind the back, the sham guard, the Russell Westbrook moving cross. The teleport move can be done if you glitch a build with the Kyle Lowry. The Asta slide can be done on any build, nutmeg, any build, half spin, any build, behind the back into spin back, any build, fake peek, any build, hezzy hop, any build, snatch, any build, tween, any build, misdirections, any build, crab move, any build, momentum, any build, walk back, any build. So there's only two moves out of all the moves I just taught you that you can't do on a tall guard, and that's the Steve Francis crossover, the Steve Francis slide, and the Steve Francis stuff. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on next gen, and I'm going to hop on my tall guard, and then I'm going to teach you all the exclusive stuff that only tall guards can do. And on top of that, I'm going to show you some of the moves I just taught you on a tall guard, so then you guys know 100%, okay, yeah, you could do this move the same way on a tall guard. So let's get over to next gen and let's get on that tall guard. Alright, so now I'm on my tall guard. There's only a couple moves I'm actually going to show you guys on my tall guard, just because almost every single move I showed you on current gen or on my small guard, you could do on tall guards too. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and combo up real quick just so you guys can see that you could do all that stuff I just did on a tall guard. I'm on a 6'7" right now, and I dribble the same on a 6'9" too. So as y'all can see, all those dribble moves that I just taught y'all when it comes to the explosive, the step back, all of that stuff, all applies to this too. Like, there's not one move that I just taught y'all. Well, there's the two moves that I told y'all, my fault. There's two moves only from that last set that you can't do on a tall guard. So don't worry about nothing. You could definitely do all those combos on a tall guard to get open and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into the exclusive stuff that I specifically wanted to show y'all on my tall build. So the first thing is the Luka step back. I don't use this on a small guard, but on a tall guard, it's definitely, you know, the top step back to use. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So I already told you guys how to do the basic spin. After you do the spin or you're running back or whatever the case may be, you're just going to flick straight down on your right stick. So when you flick straight down on your right stick, you'll get that animation to where you could, you know, it'll give you like the extra couple steps from the Luka spin back. So you just flick straight down on the right stick no matter, you know, what direction you're going in. And then boom, you'll get the Luka step back right there. That is a nice way to piece the whole behind the back into this. That's a perfect way to piece that, and it's just a really good move to use in general. You could use it like this. Hold up. You can run to one side of the court, do the step back, hold up, and then hit them with a hezzy hop after the step back, and then hit them with that. Or you could really do anything. There's so many different ways you could piece that together to, you know what I'm saying, get a wide open combo. Now the next thing that I'm going to teach you guys is a step back spam. I could have taught y'all this on my small guard, but I used it a lot more on my tall guard, so I just thought I might as well teach you it on my tall guard. So to do this, you're going to hold R2, flick your right stick straight down. Well, you don't have to hold R2 to be honest, because you could do the step back holding R2 and not holding R2. I just hold R2, I don't know why. So hold R2 or don't hold R2, it's up to you. Flick your right stick straight down. After that, you're going to flick your left stick up to the top right real quick. So if the ball is in your left hand, if the ball is in your right hand, it's going to the top left, which would be 11 o'clock. Ball is in your left hand, it's going to top right, which would be 1 o'clock. After you do that, you're just going to do another step back. So step back, flick the right stick down. Left stick's going to go up diagonally to the opposite way the ball is in, and then you're just going to do another step back as fast as you can. It's all about timing. Once you get it down, you know, it'll be super easy for y'all to do it multiple times. Now the last thing I'm going to teach you guys is a speed glitch that actually makes you dribble and speed boost faster. As you guys can see, my player is moving way faster, and once you actually put this and do this dribble move and you put it on, you'll notice, like, you'll feel in your remote, like, you'll just feel your my player moving 2 times faster. So to do this, you could only do this one on next gen. You're going to hold R2, and then you're going to hold your right stick diagonally down to the same side the ball's in. So if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to hold it down to 5 o'clock, and you'll get that animation right there. The speed glitch will be activated. Ball is in your left hand, your right hand, you're going to hold R2, and then hold the right stick down to 7 o'clock. Once it, you got to do it really to the same side the ball's in, or it won't work like that. And then the speed glitch will activate. You can't really do it to the opposite side the ball's in. But those are 3 specific combos that you could do on tall guards. You could do the rest of the combos I showed you today on tall guards too. I'm going to show you one last time so then you guys know you could do all the combos pretty much from today's video on a tall or a small guard, right? So look. Boom. Oh, I ain't hit him with the nutmeg. You see the nutmeg? I don't know. I'll be just messing up with it. But as y'all can see, that's the nutmeg. I taught y'all that 360 spin before. I'm not going to teach y'all it today because that's going to take too much time. But as y'all can see, all the combos I was doing on that small guard, I'm doing the same thing on my tall guard right now. As long as you listen to the stuff I say, you will be good, man. So, we're going to start off and I'm going to teach you guys the misdirection L2 spin. This is a new move I just now started using, which looks like this. I like it. I think it's pretty cool and it's different. I haven't seen many people use it. It's a little, 360 spin out the misdirection. You can spam it. It looks cool. Then when you combo up, you get a nice speed boost out of it, and it like surprises people. So I like it. It's pretty cool. To do this, the first thing you're gonna want to do is do a misdirection. So hold R2, and then flick your right stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your right hand, down to the left to like 7 o'clock. Ball's in your left hand, down to the right to like 5 o'clock. And then after that, just flick your left stick straight to the same side the ball is in. Ball is in your left hand, straight to the left. Ball is in your right hand, straight to the right. So that's all you're going to want to do. After that, you'll get the misdirection animation. I'm going to do it a couple times so you guys could watch the hand cam and you guys could see really what I'm doing. So as you guys can see, that's the misdirection right there. Now to do the spin out of the misdirection like that, you're just going to hold L2 after doing the misdirection. So hold L2, as you guys can see, all I do is hold L2 and boom, it'll give you guys the spin. So that's all you got to do the first move, which is the misdirection spin. Now the next move I'm going to teach you guys is the freeze glitch. This is the freeze glitch right there. I know y'all see that right there, man. The freeze glitches is crazy, bro. So to do the freeze glitch, you're gonna run up the court, flick your right stick straight up to get like a moving crossover animation like this, It works really good with the Jordan Poole moving crossover. And then after that, you're going to hold L2 and flick your right stick back and forth from the left to the right like you're seeing me do right now. So once you combine those two things, you'll end up getting the animation to do the freeze glitch, and it'll look pretty clean. The longer you can hold it, I mean, yeah, the longer you can hold it, really the longer it'll last. You can end up doing this move for mad long. It just depends on how good you are with your fingers.
What do you mean by that?
But yeah, that's basically all you gotta do to do the freeze glitch. It's pretty easy. I like it, and it looks pretty dope if you can do it right. Now, the next thing I'm gonna teach you guys is the Chadmar. This is the Chadmar. So to do the Chadmar, you're just gonna run down the court and flick straight down with your right stick. If you got more, what am I talking about? If you got normal moving step back, when you flick straight down on your right stick, you'll get that animation. After you get that animation, you hold R2 and hold your right stick diagonally down to the same side the ball's in. If the ball's in your right hand, down to the right. Ball's in your left hand, down to the left. Once you hold R2 and do that, you'll get the teleport out of the move. So, hold on. Let me do it one more time. Hold up. It's hard when this girl guarding me like, bro, like I'm Steph Curry or something, bro. Like, who does she think she is, bro? Like, I'm not that good. So that's how you do it. I'm going to do it one more time so y'all can look at the hand cam. Alright, so it's super easy. That's how you do the Chadmar. Now the next move I'm about to teach y'all is my signature 360 spin, which is this right here. So to do that, the first thing you're going to want to do is nutmeg. To do a nutmeg, you're going to run up the court, flick your right stick straight to the same side the ball's in. Ball's in your left hand, straight to 9 o'clock. After that, you're going to want to do like basically a behind the back animation. So straight to the right, and then down to the opposite side the ball is in. So if the ball is in your right hand, it will be down to 7 o'clock, left hand, down to 5 o'clock. After you do that, you know what I'm saying, you flick your right stick to the same side, and then you do the behind the back. You're going to flick it straight up after. So flick it to 12 o'clock. So it's basically 3 flicks. Same side the ball's in, behind the back, and then up. And it's all about timing. Boom, boom, boom. As you guys can see, that's all you gotta do. I'm gonna do it a couple more times so you guys can see how to do the nutmeg, and then I'll teach you the other part. So after you do the nutmeg, what you're gonna do is run backwards, okay? Run backwards like that. Y'all see how I got that little crossover at the end there? Let me do it one more time. Y'all see that little crossover right there at the end where the ball switched from one hand to the other? That's what you're gonna want to practice doing. Get that little crossover at the end, that little crossover you just seen, right? And now basically the next move you're going to want to learn how to do is the half spin. So the half spin, you could do this anytime you're running backwards. To do that, you're going to want to rotate your right stick depending on what hand the ball is in from 10 to 2 o'clock. So like this. Or from 2 to 10 o'clock depending on what hand the ball is in. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. So if the ball is in your left hand, I think that's the left hand. Yeah, if your ball's in your left hand like that, then you're going to want to flick it from 10 to 2. If the ball is in your right hand, you're going to want to flick it from 2 to 10. And basically what this is, the 360 spin, you're going to nutmeg, do that little crossover I told you about earlier, and then you're going to do the half spin. So it's basically 3 moves combined: nutmeg, crossover, half spin. And when you get the timing right, this is the animation you'll get. Now, if you're doing it too early, you'll get this animation right there. That just means that you're doing the move too early and that you're not waiting long enough for the crossover to play out. Alright, so now I'm on next gen to teach you guys the rest of the moves, because one of them I told you guys is only a move you could do on next gen, and the other ones you could do on current gen too. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the step back spam glitch. The step back spam glitch is basically this right here. Hold up. Low key, I'm tweaking. What am I doing? My fault, y'all. This is the step back spam glitch right here. This is super easy. All you're going to want to do basically is keep tapping L2, right? And you're going to want to hold your left stick straight down to the side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your left hand, straight down to the left. Ball's in your right hand, straight down to the right. Depending on which step back you use, I think you have to do it like more straight down if you got like Kevin Durant on, but for whatchamacallit, for the for the big step back, the LeBron step back, you just move it down to the same side the ball is in and you'll get the step back. So that's how you do that. The next thing I'm going to teach you guys is the hezzy spam. That right there is fire because that'll get you open. Like, y'all already know, the hezzy hop. I see people talking about how this move is useless, the hezzy hop. But the hezzy hop is one of the best moves to get open in the game. And if you've been watching me since the beginning of the year, you'll already know how I'm doing people with that move. I'm doing them disgusting. So to have a spam move for the move that is one of my favorite moves, y'all shouldn't have let me have it, bruh. So for this, basically, you're going to want to do the hezzy hop. Flick your right stick straight to the same side the ball is in and left stick to the opposite. So if the ball is in your right hand, right stick straight to the right, left stick straight to the left. After you do that, boom, you'll get that animation. You're going to want to tap. Well, you're basically going to spam L2 and do the hop and do the hezzy hop. And you're just going to want to get the timing down of doing the hezzy hop, spamming L2 to cancel it, and then doing the one after it. I still haven't completely got it down, but it is OP once you do get it down, because I'm telling you, you spam the hezzy hop on people and it's like look at that. I can't spam it no more because I ran out of stamina, but y'all see what the spam looks like. And when you use it, you could just speed boost right out of it and hit them with a 3. It's overpowered, bro. Y'all already know I love the hezzy hop. It's a great move to get open. So that's the hezzy spam and the step back spam. The next thing I'm going to teach you guys is the unlimited adrenaline, man. Y'all see how I'm moving right now? Not wasting no type of adrenaline, bro. I did waste one right there. Well, I wasted my last 2 right there. But I'm going to teach you guys how to basically move around without wasting adrenaline. So you could do this with any SIG size up in the game. You just have to be super careful and get like used to it. So what you're going to want to do is speed boost, but you're going to let go of R2 right after you get the burst. So right after you get the burst, let go of R2 and keep running. As you guys can see, like I speed boosted a couple times there without losing adrenaline. The better you get at it, the farther you could kind of move with it, and like the more you can misdirect people with it. It's kind of just like a left-right cheese. You see this all the time in Pro-Am. This is very effective for people that are saying, you know, all these moves that I'm teaching you today, they might be glitchy, but they're super effective. Because this right here, if you're hitting somebody with a straight, you know what I mean, left, right, Steve Francis, back to back to back to back, and, you know, you're not wasting no adrenaline and they think you're wasting adrenaline, you know, it just catches people slipping all the time. So that's basically the misdirection L2 spin we went over, the step back spam, the Steve Francis unlimited adrenaline. We went over the glitchy 360 spin, the freeze glitch. We went over the Chadmar and the hezzy spam. The last thing that we got today is the next gen exclusive. Now this move you can only do on next gen. Everything else in this video you could do on both gens. Alright, so yeah, this is the only next gen exclusive, and that's going to be the super speed glitch. Now I want y'all to real quick look at the speed of my speed boost. They're regular. They're nothing too crazy, you get what I'm saying? Like my player is fast, but he's not too fast to where it's something that's like, oh, you know, he's unguardable. And y'all know the next gen movement is super slow. So this glitch right here just, it's just like a piece of cake. So you're going to hold R2 and then hold your right stick diagonally down to the same side the ball is in. Ball is in your right hand, 5 o'clock down right. Ball is in your left hand, down to, you know, 7 o'clock when you're holding R2. And once you do that little animation that I just did, let me show you again. the speed glitch has activated. Now you need Kyle Lowry hop jumper on a small guard or Jason Tatum hop jumper on a tall guard to do this. And now let me show you what my speed boosts look like. You guys see how much faster I'm moving. This right here is overpowered. I'm telling you, my player is moving like he has 150 acceleration right now. And you can feel it in your remote that your player is like gliding, like literally just gliding across the court. Like he feels 10 times faster than normal. First move I'm going to teach you is a small guard exclusive. It's the Trae Young and the Steve Francis spam. A lot of small guards use this. This is like their way of fooling defenders and just getting open for 3-pointers in the stage, in the park, everything like that. This is like the left right of 22. So let's get straight into teaching you how to do it. You need Steve Francis signature size up and Trae Young size up escape package to do the exact one I'm doing. It really doesn't matter what size up escape you have as long as it has a nice crab move, and you could really do the spam with any of those. So the first thing you're going to want to do is do a crab move. Hold the R2, flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in. If the ball's in your left hand, up to the right like you see on the screen. Ball's in your right hand, up to the left like you see on the screen. That's all you got to do. After that, you're flicking your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball is in. So basically the same thing, but without R2. And you'll get that. So it's the same thing, just without R2. Same thing, just without R2. Speed it up. You'll get a different animation. And then boom, you could just spam it left, right. Do a bunch of crazy stuff with it. You got 95 acceleration. Most people not catching up with it. So that's the first move, is the Trae Young, Steve Francis into the fadeaway. That's the move that a lot of comp guards use this year, and I mean, it gets people open, bro, especially when you super fast and people can't catch up with you and you misdirect them a little bit, and, you know, you play around with them like they're food, you feel me? Alright, so the next thing I'm going to teach you is a step back spam. To do a step back spam, basically all you're going to want to do is spam L2 and hold your left stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball's in. I mean, to the same side the ball's in, right? So if the ball's in your right hand, you're holding your right stick down to the right like this, and then you're spamming L2. I think you could really kind of hold it down at any direction. It looks like you can, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, you could hold it down at any direction. You could really hold it straight down. You guys are seeing, like, I'm holding it down to the left and holding it down to the right, and I'm still getting it. So that's really all you gotta do, is spam L2 and hold the left stick down, and you could do the step back spam. Super easy. It's easier if you do it down to the right if the ball's in your right hand, and if the ball's in your left hand, down to the left, like you're about to see on the screen. Hold up. Bro, what is going on? They're giving me all types of animations. But as you can see, down to the left if it's in your left hand, down to the right if it's in your right hand, spam L2. There's a couple other ways you could do it, but people say they're harder. L2 right stick, I mean R2 right stick down and then diagonally up with the left stick like you're seeing right now. But I mean, that's the harder method if y'all can't get the other method down. You guys could just take a look at what I'm doing with my sticks. It's R2, right stick straight down. And then I hold my left stick up like this if the ball's in your right hand, like up to the left. And then if the ball's in your left hand, up to the right. And you just do that for a quick second, and then you do another step back. So those are the two different ways you could do the step back spam. By the way, the step back spam, I love using that because it catches people off guard when you pull back twice. And if you mess up a dribble move in the paint, or they give you like a funky animation, you could just do the double step back and pop out to the 3-point line. Even though I wasn't using it really good there, that's just because my fingers, like, I messed up my finger the other day, so it's like, I don't know, my dribbling is kind of weak. But as you guys can see, it's really good for if you mess up a combo, somebody pulls you like that, boom. If you got range, that's money every time. So yeah, that's the step back spam. That's the second move I like to use to get open. It's really good for really anything. You can use it in any situation and go crazy with it. Now the next thing is the hezzy hop. That's what it looks like. This is how I use it to get open. I'll do the hezzy hop and I'll either step back out of it like this. I already taught you guys how to do the step back by just flicking your right stick straight down. Well, yeah, hold on, bro. I'll either hezzy hop and then do the step back like that, or I'll hezzy hop, run and fade, or hezzy hop and just run and shoot a catch and shoot like that. Cause it catches people, not a catch and shoot. I don't know why I just said a catch and shoot, but it catches people off guard. They don't really know which side you're gonna go to, and in the real game, they're not gonna bump you the way this computer is bumping you. So it ends up being like a wide open three a lot of the time, especially if you're on a fast build with high acceleration. And it's really good to do the step back and combo it just like that to get open. So to do the hezzy hop, you're going to flick your right stick straight to the right, right? And then after that, you're going to flick your left stick diagonally down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're moving your left stick down to the left to like 7 o'clock, right? And if the ball is in your left hand, your right stick is going straight to the left, and then your left stick is going down to like 5 o'clock. Once you do that, you'll get the hezzy hop, and then you can hold R2 and speed boost right out of it for a 3-pointer or a fade, or you could just flick your right stick straight down. Hold on. You could flick your right stick straight down. I'll be messing up the animation sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm like terrible at dribbling on current gen for some reason, especially with my finger being messed up. But you can just flick your right stick straight down and get that step back animation like that, and you could combo it just like that. So that's the hezzy hop and the step back. Sorry for messing up the animation so many times. I'm just, bro, I already told you, bro, my fingers all types of messed up, so I'm dribbling with like 2 fingers right now. The next thing that I'm gonna teach you, which is a classic that almost everybody knows and it's effective for some reason, which is the walk back. So the walk back, bro, can this computer stop bumping me like that? The walk back looks like this. It's super easy to do and it's really effective, especially like if you're comboing and they think you finna rim run. It's just, bro, it's devious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why I can't do dribble moves on the computers because he's playing me like, bro, you see the type of defense he's playing? He thinks he's in the league for real. But to do the walk back, all you're gonna want to do is just run to the side, speed boost. If you guys don't know how to speed boost, I'm not gonna teach you how to do that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You just gonna have to look up a tutorial. But just speed boost, hold R2, run to some direction, and then the ball is in your right hand. You're gonna let go of everything and then hold your right stick down to the right. So if the ball's in your right hand, right stick down to the right about 5 o'clock. If the ball's in your left hand, down to the left about 7 o'clock, let go of everything, boom, hit them with the walk back, easy 3-pointer. Or if they come running up to the 3-pointer, you could just speed boost right past them and hit them with the rim run. So that's how you do the walk back. The next move that I'm going to teach you guys is really overpowered on next gen. It's super overpowered on current gen too, and you could use multiple moving crossovers with it. It's good with James Harden moving cross. It's good with Jordan Poole. It's good with Russell Westbrook. It's good with a lot of things, right? So I call this the almighty push into the double snatch. What you're going to want to do is hold R2, flick your right stick straight up, and you'll get the almighty push animation. Now, on current gen, people rip it every single time. The Russell Westbrook moving crossover, they rip it every single time on current gen. But with the move I'm teaching you, if you do it the way I do it, it don't get ripped. But still, I don't really like to use it a lot on current gen. This move is really more effective for next gen because on next gen, this move will just teleport you right in front of the defender every single time. And you can either get a quick rim run off of it. Like you could literally spam it like 3-4 times and get into the paint on next gen just like I just did right there. You could do that on next gen and finesse it every single time with almost not getting ripped. And then using the move that I'm about to teach you with the double snatch like this, you could get open for 3-pointers too. So let me teach you how to do this, right? So the first thing is the R2 straight up with the right stick. After that, you're going to do the snatch back. As you can see, it gets ripped a lot on current gen. On next gen, it's a lot different. But when you do the snatch back with it, as you guys can see, it's not getting ripped like that. It's not going to get ripped with the snatch back involved with it, but the regular Russell Westbrook itself will get ripped. On current gen, at least. On next gen, it's a different ball game. So to do the snatch back, you're going to hold R2, flick your right stick straight up 12 o'clock, and then after that, your left stick is going to, if the ball is in your left hand, it's going to go down to 5 o'clock, which is down to the right. If the ball is in your right hand, it's going to go down to the left, which would be 7 o'clock. So R2, right stick straight up, left stick down to the opposite side. Boom, 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 boom. That's how you do the snatch. Combine it together, boom, that's what you got. Then you could, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's crazy, man. So now we're going to get into the next move. The next move is going to be the one that you just seen there, man. To end the clip off, I hit him with the spin back, step back. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. There's a lot of different ways you could do the spin back. You could do it like this. You could do it like this. Hold up. You could do just running up the court and doing it like that off of some dribble moves. If you just comboing up and you go down, you can just hit them with a spin back. You could do the move in a lot of different ways, okay? But I'm going to just teach you the basic form of doing the move. I do have another full combo that I'm going to teach you that doesn't involve the spin back, but it involves the Luka step back. So that's why I'm not going to teach you the Luka step back right now. Even though everybody loves to do that famous Luka step back after it, I'm going to teach you that in a minute. So this version right here is just the simple basic spin version, right? So to do this, your right stick, when you're running up the court, if the ball's in your right hand, your right stick is going to go from 12 to like 5 o'clock. You're just going to do like a little half spin like that with your right stick, right? And then if the ball's in your left hand, you're basically going to do the opposite, like 12 to maybe 8, 7 o'clock, you feel me? 8 or 7 o'clock, you feel me? Now look, boom. That's all you gotta do. Then you move your left stick down so you can obviously come back. So you see me moving my left stick down at the end. That's all you gotta do to do the spin back. And then you tap L2 at the end and you'll get the actual step back, which is just the regular normal step back. Depending on what moving step back you got on, it'll change the animation that you get with that tapping L2. So that's how you do the basic spin. It's super easy, and I'm going to teach you a different kind of form of it a little bit later. So now I'm going to teach you guys the Asta teleport, which is this move right here. It's called the Chadmar slide. Hold on. Bro, these computers be playing 10 toes down defense. I really don't get it. But that's the move right there. Super easy, and it gets you open for wide open threes. Sometimes people will run right at you and then it's a wide open dunk. It just gets you open all the time, man. All the time. So to do this one, you're just going to run down the court and flick your right stick straight down. So run down the court, right stick straight down just like that. And then after that, you're going to hold R2. And then hold the right stick down to the same side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're going to hold your right stick down to the right to about 5 o'clock. If the ball's in your left hand, you're going to hold it down to about 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And you'll get the teleport animation. So straight down and then boom. That's all you got to do. And then after that, you'll get the teleport animation to do the teleport. And off the teleport, like I said, you can either shoot off of it or you can actually, you know what I'm saying, rim run off of it. But these computers be playing crazy defense. So I'm not even finna get too much into doing extra stuff trying to cook the computer. Now this is another form of the Asta teleport. To do this, you're basically just, it's kind of like a cancel. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing the second move, which is the teleport move, you're just speed boosting out to the 3-point, whether it's left side or to the right side. All you got to do is just, if you want to go to the same side, just hold R2 and take off to the same side. And if you want to go to the opposite side, flick your right stick diagonally up to the opposite side the ball's in and come out on the opposite side. So if the ball's in your left hand, flick your left stick up to like 1, 2 o'clock and you'll get a little crossover. And then you can hold R2 and take off immediately. So that's how you do the speed boost crossover. Depending on what SIG size up you have, it's obviously going to be different. But this move is really good to fool defenders. Because like I said, you could go to either the same side, which would be whatever side you're going to. You could either go to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And most people cannot predict what side you're going to go to. And if they're not fast enough, they're not going to get there in time. And when you got the Chadmar, which is this, I mean, the teleport move with it, and you do the teleport, and you do the other version that I just showed you, it's overpowered, man. I'm telling you, they're not guarding you. it's gonna be super hard to guard you no matter what build you're on. I try to do the moves on the computers, bro, but unless I'm doing it from beyond half court, it just you see him guarding me from literally half court like I'm a different breed or something. He knows what's up though. He knows what's up for sure. Now I'm about to teach you the fake Asta slide. This move might not look effective, but it's basically the Asta slide. It's like a new Asta slide, and it gets you right in front of your defenders all the time. You could speed boost out of it. It's super OD. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't fully got it down, and with these computers playing defense, it's gonna be tough for me to actually show you guys like me clipping the computer using this move. But as you guys can see, that little side step right there, that little move right there, it gets people, bro. It might not sound like it's crazy, but look, all you're going to want to do is run up the court, let go of everything, hold your left stick down to the opposite side the ball's in. So if the ball's in your left hand, down to the right. Hold on. Ball's in your right hand, down to the left. Ball's in your left hand, down to the right. That's all you got to do the move. And it gives you like an animation like that. And if anybody is full court pressing you, like if they're guarding you from full court, then you could just come down right in front of them. Hold on, I messed up. Pause on that too. Pause on that too. But you could just go down right in front of them and you can hit them with the move and it'll put you right in front of them and you could just shoot it or speed boost out of it. It's super overpowered in Pro Am stage. A lot of people are getting used to using this move now, and it might not look effective, that little like slide it gives you, but I promise you it's super effective. That little slide right there will get you in front of an opponent and it'll get you open for a quick three most of the time, for real. And people use this in Pro Am, they use it everywhere, and it's super effective and it's super easy to do. As you can see right there, it just put me right in front of her. I could have shot the ball. And when you use that in the actual game, obviously these computers don't play defense like people in games do. They play a lot different. So yeah, in the actual game, it's way more overpowered and gets you open a lot. Now, the next thing I'm going to teach you is the Allen Iverson spin jumper. This move right here, I love using it. It works on comp. It works on bots. If you use it and pull it out at the right time and you got a lot of moves to use, then you end up, it just ends up getting you open, man. I only use it maybe once a game, but you only need to use it once to catch somebody off guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time you use it is the only time you need to use it, if that makes sense. Because usually when you do moves multiple times, like you do a move and you try and come down, like let's say you do a spin back, right? And you come down the court, next play, and you try and hit them with a spin back again. Some people might fall for it, but the more times you do it, people are going to fall for it over. And they're not going to fall for it. You know what I'm saying? The more times you do it. So, like I said, I pull this out maybe once a game, maybe twice on a lucky day if the dude really got terrible defense, and it works all the time, get you open for an easy bucket. Like I said, these are just moves that if you put them all together, I got so many different moves to where the game's over by the time I end up going through my bag a second time, you feel me? So to do this, all you're going to do is double tap square with Allen Iverson spin jumper, and you'll get a nice spin jumper so you could get open. And you know what I'm saying? You could just time it and shoot it with the square button. Now I'm going to teach you the Austin Rivers post hop shot. This is kind of like a fake a fake Kyle Lowry hop jumper. So a fake teleport move. And it works super nice. I'm not going to lie. I use this all the time, park stage. I hit threes with it in the park. I hit fades. I use this on my point guard and I be cooking people, bro. It's OD. I'm not going to lie. So to do this move, all you're going to want to do is just run down the court, hold L2. And then if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to move your left stick down to the left. So like 7 o'clock like that. And then you're going to tap square. Wait, hold on. Let me see this real quick. Hold on. I need to make sure I'm doing the move right. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Because this is a new move that I've been doing that. Hold on. Alright, yeah. So you're going to move your left stick down to the opposite side the ball is in. If the ball is in, you know what I'm saying, your left hand like this, you're going to move your left stick down to like 5 o'clock on the right, tap square, and then you're going to hold square to time the shot. If the ball is in your right hand like this, you're going to hold it down to like 7 o'clock, tap square, and then hold square to time it. Super easy. you'll end up getting it down, and it's super effective. As you guys can see, I'm greening a lot of shots off of this Austin Rivers post hop shot. This is going to be the last move of the day, so make sure y'all do drop a like, sub, turn on them noties. It's very much appreciated, and everybody's welcome to the family. This is basically a Steezo move I'm going to teach you how to do. This is what it looks like. And it wastes no adrenaline. Hold on. I messed up that time. But it wastes no adrenaline doing this move. None at all. So that whole combo right there, you won't lose one adrenaline doing that. The first thing you're going to want to do, ball's in your right hand. You're going to come up the court. Flick your right stick down to the same side. So if the ball's in your right hand, it's going to go down to the right, which will be like 5 o'clock. And then after that, you're going to flick it up to the left, which would be like 11 o'clock. So 5 to 11, down right to upright. After that, you'll get that animation right there. And then after that, well, if the ball's in the opposite hand, like left hand, you're just going to flip it from 7 to 1, down left to upright. You feel me? It's just flipping if the ball's in the other hand. You don't have to do nothing else but just flip the dribble move if the ball's in the other hand. You feel me? So the next thing you need to learn is the nutmeg. Now that you got the sham god down, I'm gonna do it a couple times so you guys can see with the hand cam after I told you how to do it. And after the sham god, you're gonna add the nutmeg into it. So if the ball's in your left hand, which it's gonna be after doing that sham god, you're gonna flick your right stick straight to the left. So 9 o'clock. And then after that, you're going to flick your right stick down to 5 o'clock, which would be down right. And then you're going to flick it up to 12 o'clock. So that's all you got to do, right? And it'll give you this animation right here. If you guys look at my right stick, you guys will see exactly how I do the nutmeg. Sometimes, depending on the angle that you're running, you might flick your right stick like more straight down, like 6 o'clock. But it all just depends on the angle that you're running at and the angle that, you know what I'm saying, that you're actually going at. So that's how you do the nutmeg. After you do the nutmeg, you're basically going to like run backwards. So practice running backwards like that. And you're just going to flick your right stick straight down. Hold on. So sham god, nutmeg. Hold on. I'm messing up right now. I really mess this dribble move up a lot because I don't do it a lot. It's just a move I know people do a lot to get open. So, yeah. And my fingers are messed up like I told y'all earlier. So, nutmeg, and then you flick your right stick straight down at the end and you'll get the Lucas step back. I'm going to do it one more time for y'all. Sham god. Bro, this is... me getting the wrong animations is getting me tight. So that's all you gotta do. At the end of the combo, after you do the nutmeg and you run backwards, you're just gonna flick your right stick straight down and you'll get the Lucas step back. That's my last time showing it.